And hopefully everyone's getting I haven't been doing them every day, which I'll probably be doing more of, but this week to help since we're going to be sending out texts and everything like that. But hopefully you guys are getting my text messages. If you aren't, just reach out to me via DM or text on my regular number if you have it, or let your upline know that you're not getting my text messages. Sometimes the service is being a little wonky, so I've been trying to fix it and look into it if people haven't been getting it. But yeah, hopefully you guys have been getting those. I will be posting it there and trying to remember to post it on Facebook as well, just in case you don't get them. But if for some reason you're not getting any of them, let me know. I have forgot a couple people to add, because everyone's signing up to be a part of the program at different times. So, I have to keep adding people. So sometimes I'm, not on it every day. So yeah. All right. Well, we will get started. I'm excited. We're going to have a couple different people speak tonight, so you don't have to just listen to me the whole time. We will open it up for a Q&A. But if you guys have any questions at all, I know it's a lot of new things we're putting into place. So feel free to unmute yourself, ask a question. I bet lots of people are thinking the same question. So make sure and ask away, and I will get those answered to you. So I'm going to go over the tracker real quick. I sent you the video, but let's go over the tracker to see if anybody has any questions before we move on past the tracker. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so we will go over the tracker first. Okay, so the basic tracker has the instructions here. You are not going to be manually adding the points yourself. We're just going to have the upline leaders do that so everyone feels like it's safe and secure, that no one's, accidentally messing up numbers or things like that, because it can get a little confusing. So you are actually going to go to this contact sheet, and if you click on it, thank you, Cheryl, for making this for us. You should be able to print this out each week and put the list of the people that you are sampling, and then give all the tally points for them. Then at the end of the week, ideally on Sunday night, at the latest Monday morning, you are going to give that to your upline. And then she is going to add that into the main page to where we'll be able to see everyone's numbers. So if you're a competitive person, you'll be able to see week by week everyone's numbers updated. We will have a winner of the week, and that person will win a prize each week. So you can win a prize per the week. And then, of course, we'll have the end of the whole program's winners as well. And then we'll do the same kind of thing next month as well. So this tab right here, you don't have to worry about the potential builder. We are going to be doing that next week when we go over builders. So you'll fill it out then. We might add some other tabs down here. I'll keep you posted on it, since that's sometimes the easiest way to get forms and stuff like that. But otherwise, if you need to fill out anything or can get extra points, then I will be sending those to you directly. So for example, some of this stuff is on the honor system, but we're going to be talking about social media tonight. I have an entire social media, let me pull it up okay real quick. I have an entire social media presentation I did for doTERRA's leaders last year called Expanding Your Warm Market. I'll send it to you in the PDF form, and then as well as the video recording, because I do add in a lot of extra stuff in the video recording. It's 40 minutes. If you listen to that this week, you can get extra points. So you'll see we'll add in some of those kind of extra point add-ins depending on the week and the topic we're going over. Another one this week that you can get extra points for would be jumping on live on your Instagram. Ashley is going to be specifically talking to you about why she thinks that's been pivotal for her business and a game changer. Now, again, you don't have to do these things. These are extra points. So in a sense, your person will be adding in the weekly points right here, right, for each week. And then you'll see extra activities. So this is where I'll be adding that in. So you'll just want to keep a tally mark and let your person know, your upline, these are the things I did that were the extra activities, and let them know so they can go in and add in which ones you did for the extra activities. As far as rank advancements, we are going to be giving points for rank advancement. So you'll see right up here, you can get 25 points for hitting executive, 50 for elite, 75 for premier, and 100 for silver or gold. if you have not hit, say like last year you hit Premiere, but you haven't been able to hit, let me make sure I'm adding people in, sorry. If you haven't been able to, oh, I'll try to add the person in a second. You haven't been able to hit it in the last like 6 months. If you hit it and in a sense, hit the rank in this month or next month, you can get the points as if you hit it brand new. Because basically you haven't hit it in 6 months. So we're going to say that is a new rank for you. So yeah, so that could be points that you can add in for that. So, and if you skip a rank and say you go past executive and elite, you could get both points. So you can get multiple things. So if you go to Premiere all in 1 month, you could get 25 points, 50 and 75. That's going to be a lot of points because you hit 3 ranks. So yeah, so that's for the points. As you can see, we have a weighted scale for sure. So let's see. Oh, that's over here. You're going to get a lot more points for enrollments. So enrollments are 10 points, right? Then classes, getting someone to host, getting a new builder, and then we'll have things that are like 1 points, right? But sometimes if it's neck and neck, I mean, definitely those are going to add up. We are also, let's see what other things I had on that. Any questions so far about the tracker or anything like that, or the points? You can unmute yourself if you do. Let's see if there's anything in the chat.
Hi, Mel. Quick
Hey.
question. If the sampling people are opting for a one-on-one, like I have a group of girlfriends that signed up and they want to host a sip and sniff wine night with them over Zoom, would that just be, that would count towards the classes?
Yeah, that would be a class. You could do that as a class. Yeah, if you're going to do something like that, I would definitely give class points for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally. Anybody else have any questions about the tracker? It makes sense. Okay, awesome. We'll move on. Again, thank you, Cheryl, for doing that. Game changer. Okay, so that is on that. Let me see if there was any other. I think we'll just go straight into social media. So what we're going to talk about this week is social media. We're also going to talk about, Beth's going to talk about if social media doesn't seem like it's working for you, how to pivot and contact people in a different manner. I do feel like a lot of you guys have made most of your contacts for the sampling program already. Some people are still, maybe having a day or two to do it. Maybe some people jumped on last minute. But most of you have probably contacted. So maybe you're feeling discouraged that you didn't get as many people as you wanted, or maybe you're like, oh, wow, I got so many. So you're going to have different problems depending on, right? And we'll talk about those for sure. I do want to let people know, since we got abundance of people doing this, we're super excited, but we also want to make sure that you guys learn how to close, how to stay connected with people, and that there is absolutely going to be accountability. So with the program that we did, everyone signed up on the Excel sheet, right? On that link you sent them, they signed up. All the contact information is in there, which gives you a lot of info too. It lets you know what they're interested in and everything like that, which is sort of a peek, a window into what they really want to help them and why they would want to get started with a kit if you actually help with those issues that they're wanting to deal with. But I, in the past, have been guilty of sampling people and absolutely sucking at follow-up and literally getting no signups, right? And at that point, it's my money. I did it. So it's all, whatever. It was my thing. But since it's my money for everyone, there are going to be some stipulations. So I want to be able to continue to do this. I'm for sure going to do it next month, but I would love to continue to do it. Say my ideas would be like, what if we wanted to do a sample program like this for our current customers? And we wanted to do sampling the skincare line or sampling all of our On Guard products or whatever it may be. And these are stuff that I would love to be able to fund and help you guys, but I also of course have to be financially responsible and make sure that I'm just not like flowing money out and things aren't coming back in return, right? So we will be at the end of this month's sampling program looking at everyone's numbers and seeing, okay, did you sample 10 people and you closed 1? Well, next month that will affect how many people you get to sample next month. And it's not a punishment or anything like that. It just means that before you sample more people, you do need to learn how to close people, right? And that's a skill. We all have to practice it. I mean, that's just the truth. And we also know that a lot of times you might not close people right away, and it might be next month you close them. there's no shame in that. That's awesome. I have a long-term mindset with that all the time, right? But we also want to make sure and know, like, okay, the reason why this person didn't sign up wasn't because I didn't follow up, connect the dots on what their top issues is and things like that, right? And provide value. It's because their husband said, I get paid next month, next week, or whatever it may be, or, whatever the reason is, there are valid reasons. And I never, ever want to force someone or feel pressure for someone to buy a kit. That's personally me. I would never pressure someone. I always want to be the person that says, absolutely, whenever's the perfect time for you, I'll always be here, right? So I don't want you guys to feel pressure by that, but we want to make sure that you are really communicating with these people and also knowing how to do the close. And a lot of times that's just really connecting with people's needs. And we'll talk about more of that when the week comes. But we just want to let you guys know that you really do want to, if you want to continue and do it next month as well, and have like, say, if you're closing a lot of people, you absolutely can sample next month as many people as you want. If you can close them, I will fund it, right? But we just want to make sure that we're also aware that if you haven't learned how to close and you have 2 signups out of 10, that maybe we're just going to make sure and really focus on closing those people this next month rather than adding a bunch of new people. So hopefully that makes sense. And we are super excited about that. So tonight we're going to talk about social media. This week, we are going to be going over text verbiage to reach out to people. So this is going to be via social media, or you might be personally texting them, DMing them, however you've been communicating with your person. But with social media, I feel like you can really convey to people about your community, why doTERRA and not something else, that you truly are active in using the oils all throughout the day, right? People want to see you using oils. And why would they want to sign up with you? Because the thing of it is just like with anything out there, there's a lot of people that sell doTERRA. Now, that actually, like when you look at how many people in America have oils in their home, it's such a small percentage, but still you might tell yourself like, oh, why would someone want to sign up with me? That's something that you have to work on. Why would someone want to sign up with you? And you want to make sure that you're portraying during social media what is your target market and why would they want to get signed up with you? What's the difference? In my expanding your warm market talk, I talk a lot about that and how you can find your niche market and really connect with people, so that they really feel aligned with you and want to sign up with you, right? There's no question of why would I want to get signed up with, Melody versus somebody else. So you want to bring a lot of value and show that through. And a lot of times you can do that in social media. We sort of call that your, digital business card, right? A lot of us might have not business cards, or even if you do, they get lost. Well, if you can get someone to follow you on social media, that's like a digital business card that you're advertising to them every single day, maybe multiple times a day. You're getting free advertisement that you're not even paying for via social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, anything like that. So it's free to you. So it is worthwhile to learn how to use it, because otherwise, even your current customers, how are you, none of us are really probably texting or DMing or all of that, getting on the phone and saying, okay, what are you going to order this month? But how can we, not that you shouldn't, I mean, that's also great if you do it in an authentic, connecting way, but how can we, throughout regular interactions on social media, inspire, encourage, like get people curious about how to use these products? And that's why I like social media. It comes across very genuine, authentic, natural, like I'm just using this worked for me, and then the person's like, oh, maybe it would work for me too. That's why I love social media. So we are going to be trying to create a lot of stuff for you guys to be able to utilize. So for example, some things that I'm loving about social media are going to be stuff like this. So, and we can get slides too, but here's a quick video on our oil product website. Oh wait, my verbiage didn't save to this one. Dang it. Okay. This is the video. I meant to upload the other one to here, but it's me verbally talking you through our website that we offer for our customers, which is education.obsessedwithessentials.com. If you don't market that, they will have no idea they're getting that for free when they get signed up with our community. And that is huge. That's something that people pay for, right? This is a completely done website with all the info for them in there. And then we're trying to add to it. I mean, we have lots of projects going on, so I want to keep adding to it more, but there's so much info right there in a website format. If they don't like Facebook, no worries. We have a private website for you. That costs money normally to be a part of. It's free when you get started with our oil community. So what I like doing is pulling up education, and literally this is what it is if you haven't seen it yet. Um, Anyone can sign up. You don't want to share the link on your social media because we don't have it in a way to where I have to approve them. If they see the link and go to sign up, they're going to sign up. So we don't really want to be like, and go to education. This is something that you're going to send the link to someone, right? Because otherwise everyone could sign up. But really they can click on, and if you hold your iPhone and walk people through this, on your social media and show your computer, open it up, talk about, oh, you're wanting to do oil basics. Oh, look, I'm not logged in. But here's a video on this, and here's how to use this. That will let them know, oh, okay, I was scared to buy this kit because I thought it was going to sit in the cupboard, but now I have this website. So they need to like okay it in their head. And something like this really helps people a lot. The same thing goes with our Facebook group. A lot of times when I'm selling online on Instagram, I will pull up the Facebook group and I'll say, yeah, take a look at it. You can literally type in teething watch and everything pops up for you. And that connects with people. They like that at 12 o'clock at night, if their kid has a fever, they can type in fever and there's tons and tons of posts for them. There's full ebooks, there's webinars. They like knowing that. So you really have to make sure and share that in your social media that you have a community. It's not like you're one off, just sitting at home, person that does this business or doesn't even treat it like a business. You have a whole private website, oil community, and share it like it's yours, right? This is yours. You are a part of our community. That really means a lot to people. So we'll be sharing that video with you that you can upload to your Instagram stories. We will be sharing soon as well the ones for, which I think are already shared, the wellness kits, which we're going to be doing this series on our Facebook classes as well. So that's a great one. But I love sharing it that way. Another video is this one. So this is something that's newer. If I just learned about it this last month, it's called guides on Instagram. So you can go in, and if you don't have guides on your Instagram yet, I didn't, or I did, but I didn't know how to access it. Just Google guides Instagram, how to find it or something. And they'll show you, oh, click on this and you'll find it. Guides is a way that you can organize your essential oil posts really easily, so that this is another way you can send your new customers or current ones and say, hey, I just wanted to let you know I organized my whole Instagram under guides. So whenever you're looking for skincare, look, it's right there for you. Now, I recorded this little video and I uploaded it to my stories so people could learn what guides is. Okay, so here's my main page. You're going to click on that button and that'll take you to the guides. And then I've categorized it for you into all the main topics like skincare and beauty. And look, here are all my past posts for skincare and beauty. Then you can head over to a different topic, maybe oils and littles. Scroll down, tap the post, and it will open up my entire Instagram post that I did. So how easy is this? I'm so excited for you guys to have it all categorized. If there are any other categories you want me to do, just DM me and let me know. So this is a really easy, it's super easy to do on your phone. You just go through your own personal Instagram and you're literally just picking, I want to add this post to this guide, and it's categorizing it. So even when you want to share stuff, like say someone DMs you, is like, oh my gosh, like I'm interested in like anxiety and stress. You can be like, oh, here's the link to my guides. These are all my favorite stuff on anxiety and stress. Here's my link to my guides on all the digestive, oils and littles, pregnancy. I have it all in this guide. People will love it. Then if you make it easy for people, they will literally keep going down the rabbit hole and learn so much about oils if you make it easy. If it seems complicating to them, they won't. If you want someone to buy Yarrow Palm, you literally have to show them how to use Yarrow Palm. And if you've done it in posts, but they're like, 3 months ago, well, this is a great way that when they want to learn about skincare, it's all right there for them rather than them having to search through your entire Instagram. So again, for me, it was absolutely worth it to take the time. I thought it was actually fun and putting it together. Does anybody have questions about guides? So how did I make the video? So that's a great question. So you can Google how to screen record on your phone. Screen record. Basically, you're getting, let me see if I can show you. So if you, here's my phone right here. Once you have the screen record button, you literally swipe up, swipe down. This button right here, that's the dot, you click it and it does a countdown. It says 3, 2, 1. Now, whatever on my screen right now is recording. So if I wanted to, I just go there. Everything on my screen is recording right now. If I want to go to Instagram and I want to do different things like that, I can screen record whatever I want. And then I end the screen record up at the top and it goes to my videos. It literally, whatever I screen recorded on here goes to my video. Then once I have that video, I can edit it, shrink it down, whatever I want, just click in, your videos and edit. And then you go to the app. I like Splice, Splice, Splice. I think it does cost a little money, but on there, it's really great because what you can do is you can take multiple videos and photos, organize them in how you want in order. Then it makes it one long video and you can even add music to it. So it's super awesome. If you don't have reels, like me on mine, I have reels, but it won't let me add music to it. And what's the whole purpose of reels is to add music. It's so annoying. It's like, why would they allow an account to have, sorry, Instagram, but I'm super irritated. So what I did is I created my own reels because I wanted music to them, which is you could even on your own, if you like reels, what you could do is on your Instagram, you can actually record reels. Basically, reels is doing little snippets and then puts it all together. Then what I did, you can't like save, maybe you can save the reel. Now, what I think I did is if you like, yeah, what I did is then I had the reel play and I screen recorded it. And then I screen recorded my phone as the reel played. And then I just edited it a little bit, right? And then put it onto Splice and added music. It takes a little bit of time. It's kind of addicting once you learn how to do it. I'm really liking it a lot. People love short little videos. And the other thing you can do on Splice is you can add your own voice. You literally just tap the button and while the video plays, you can record your own voice talking. It is so helpful. So I think that's a great way. Like you could literally record like tons of little informational snippets. And a lot of times when I'm telling people is start small. Do a minute video, do 30 seconds. It doesn't have to be huge, right? But I like Splice. That's what I've been using a lot of, and screen recording stuff. So that's how I did that. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, Wilma Rose said Canva is great for that too. So you can do video in Canva. Okay, I haven't tried that yet. So yeah, okay, so Canva. So maybe I should. I know everybody, it's like, when you find your app or your something that works for you, like you normally stick in that, but it's fun to learn what other ones work. There's probably a lot of ones that you can do. I mean, I use Canva for print, but I didn't know how to video. So that could be an awesome option. Oh, actually I have done it to Canva because I uploaded it to a pre-made template. That's right. So yeah, so Canva is another option as well. I don't know if Canva, you can do voiceover. So then, right?
But you have to lay the video. So you record it in video and you lay it underneath a layer.
Okay.
But the benefit with Canva is the music that you add on there. So what you have to do is you have to load your video onto or connect it to your YouTube.
Okay.
So that you can use the music free reign. Otherwise, if you layer in music in any other video processing, you can get flagged for copyright.
Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit more technical. Yeah. So on Splice, it's not that many music options, right? That I personally would think. So it definitely limits it. But I mean, again, it's fast, it's easy, so yeah, so there are for sure options. Those are just some things that I thought are great and new guides, maybe doing some videos and stuff like that. That could be great. And the one thing too is a lot of people are like, I don't go on live or I don't do videos because I want to look ready, whatever. Most of my videos are my hands showing something. So, I mean, I look like crap on the other side of the video, right? My whole house is a disaster. No one knows. I still jumped on live in a sense. They heard my voice talking and I'm moving. And I know I've joked about this, but like, I don't have my fake nails on right now, but I have press-on nails. And I'm telling you, I do them as a business tax write-off because if I did not have my nails having my fake nails on them to where they looked decent, to where I could actually hold stuff, I mean, it's completely necessary for my business. So, I mean, having nails painted or fake nails on really does make you do those hand videos a lot more, and they look great. So I'm just saying you don't have to personally look, all put together to every day or every other day jump on live and share something. They just want to hear your voice, get you to share stuff. That's all it is. So that's why, like, yes, they do love seeing your face. I absolutely think. But I was going to say is if you want to get ready once and film multiple videos, that's the best. That's what I do most of the time. I bust out like 5 or 10 of them in a row with me talking, and then I'll use them different days. That is absolutely something that you should do if you don't like going on live or doing stuff like that. Is when you actually have a clean house or the kids are gone, just say, I'm going to bust out topics on like 5 topics, right? And then you have one per week where it's at least you jumping on live. So I would recommend doing that. And always have a good hat. If you look bad, throw a hat on. And that's my other tip. Okay. So those are my tips for social media. I will add my video to where you guys can watch that anytime this week on social media. I'm going to have Beth, do you want to jump on first to chat about if you feel like you're getting blocks with social media and reaching out to people and not getting responses as much?
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's interesting because I have been posting on social media and I definitely got a few people, but I feel like I've gotten most of my people from text messaging, and even DMs, like reaching out to people on Instagram. Like, you want to do both. You want to put it out there, but then you also want to like individually reach out to people that you've maybe already been talking to, people who've asked questions. I've also found that if I put like a poll or a quiz, and I got so many more people from social if I put the yes or no poll. I don't know why, but people do not want to do the extra effort of like going to your profile and clicking if you don't have the swipe up. So I think, when you're able to just give them that quick click and they click yes, and then you then respond back and you send them the link to sign up. I got a few people from that. But it was funny because I was talking to Melody the other day and she makes fun of me because I literally have no qualms about like reaching back out to people that I haven't talked to in forever, or just getting kind of ballsy about stuff. But the reason is because I've learned to kind of go with my gut. And if I feel awkward about something, I won't do it. But if I can word something in a way that doesn't feel super uncomfortable and I can somehow connect with that person, then it doesn't bother me to reach out to someone that I haven't talked to in a year. So I think it is all about the verbiage. So I'm just going to share a one that I sent that worked for me, because I feel like when you have an example of something that works, it's like, why not try it out, So I put it in the chat. This is an example of a woman that I met at. So I'm not the most organized with my contacts or actually anything, but I have like an Excel document and an Evernote sheet. And one of the things I was doing for a long time was putting in my phone contacts that I made that were interested in oils. I would put PC and then their name. So for a potential customer. So the other day I literally scrolled through my phone and was like, let me look at all my PCs. Some of them I had already signed up. I was like, okay, delete that person. They're already signed up. But I came across this lady, Nora, who I had met like over a year. I mean, I was able to see, I save all my text messages. So I could see I messaged her like over a year ago. And so I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but my name is Beth. And we met at an event at, Lizette's studio, who actually I also reached out to sign up, and she signed up to do it. So I was like, perfect. Because if you can get one person that's connected to other people, then when you reach out to them, you can say, oh, hey, like this other person's doing it. And then all of a sudden it has more credibility because their friend is doing it. So anybody that's in the same network with somebody else, it helps so much to then use their name and say, oh, they're doing it. I even had a lady who was a referral that kind of just happened to get referred to me right at the time. And she was like asking for essential oils for dryer balls. And I was like, I mean, I can help you with that, but I feel like there's so much more you can do with essential oils. So I got her in the study. So then I reached back out to the lady who referred her, who's not signed up yet, but who's like, I kind of met just recently. And I was like, hey, I got your friend on this oil study. Like, you should do it too, And so it just kind of that strategy. And I think the other thing is, if there are people right now that you feel like you could not reach out to and say you should do this oil study because it just feels too awkward, there are times when I have crossed the line of what did not feel comfortable, and I always regretted it, and I always like felt gross. Like, oh, I got salesy on that and I don't like that. So I never like to do that. But what I will do is reach back out and say, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long. I was thinking of you. Like, how are things? Like, this has been literally the craziest 9 months of anyone's life. And so, what's going on with you? And how are you handling everything and whatever? And just reach out, because we're doing this again next month. So, if you connect with people this month, then when they're telling you about their stress, or, oh, yeah, it's been so hard, I've been so stressed, or my daughter like can't sleep at night because she's worried, or whatever, sometimes it's a really easy way to then throw in the oil study or start talking about oils, but sometimes nothing comes of it. But now you've kind of broken ice, and now you can reach back out next month and say, hey, I know we were chatting, and I'm doing this oil study. I don't know if it's something you'd be interested in. You can also do a voice message if you feel like that's more comfortable. There's so many different ways. You could do a little video, but honestly, whatever you feel like will come across in the most genuine way. And one thing I always tell myself, because I will sometimes feel like I have to check myself, like, am I doing this for me? Or like, does this feel good? Like, am I doing what's right? I never want to only reach out to someone just to try to sell them something. And I always have to remind myself that no, I'm not just trying to sell something to somebody. Like, if they're not interested, I'm not going to force them to buy anything. But B, they may really need your help. And you're so worried about how you're going to be perceived that you're not willing to actually say, like, hey, I have these things that might help you, And so I think that if we can get outside of ourselves a little bit and realize that like people desperately need what we have, and that we like have solutions to their problems. And honestly, if we don't have the solutions to their problems, then they won't buy. So it's like, it's pretty simple. The other thing I was going to say is, because we're doing a big business push next month, you can do the same thing with the business. I've been reaching out to people that I feel like are, people that I could really see myself doing the business with, or that I think would be really good at it, or people I know that are in transition of jobs and that kind of thing. And again, just reaching out and asking where they're at. Like, I reached out to a friend recently that I had thought about that I think would be great at the business, and just said, hey, are you still doing that consulting? Like, we haven't talked in a while, just wanted to catch up, and I wish we could get coffee. There's really nowhere to go, kind of thing. And just start kind of get the ball rolling. So then when the opportunity is there, it's not like I haven't talked to this person in 6 months and it feels like super sketch. So we can still start doing work for next month. Like, if you've already done all your samples, kind of thing, or whatever work you do, the people that you've already reached out to, if it doesn't happen this month for you, don't give up on those people, because they may come back around. I mean, this lady, Nora, I tried to like send information to, a year ago, and the timing wasn't right for her. So you never know. I mean, I've had people sign up 3 years later. I've had random people come out of the woodwork. I just had a lady last month sign up that was at a class that I did 2 years ago for another girl that reached out to me on Instagram. And so you just never know.
I love that. Thank you, Beth. Those are great ideas. Going along with what Beth said too, another thing is if you have in mind people that you would love to host a class or be sharers or anything like that, like a current customer, I would throw an oil gift in the mail, a custom roller bottle, something like that. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. You blessed my business so much this year. I just wanted to send you a little gift, right? Get the, giving back, sending little freebies means so much to people, and they love it. Maybe it's a blend they've never tried. And you have it's easier to say that then in a couple weeks or something like that. Oh, I'd love if if you have friends or family that love the oil, when they write back, oh my gosh, I loved your roller bottles so much. I'm addicted. Can I buy some? And be like, oh my gosh, like I don't sell the roller bottles, right? Because that's my answer. I don't sell them, but I totally am giving away a set of like 5 roller bottles, or even a free diffuser if you want to host a class for friends and family, and you're loving them. So like get your wheels turning for next month of like, who do you need to connect with? Like Beth said, in an authentic way. Like when I wanted Beth to be my builder back in the day, like, not that I didn't want to hang out with Beth and connect with her, but I was like, this week need to hang out with Beth and talk. You know what I mean? Let's go on a play date. Like, you know what I mean? Like you do need to connect, you know what I mean? And those are just building into relationships. Not that it wasn't like I didn't want to hang out with Beth anyway, but like you have to be like strategic. Like when we talk about builders or things like that. Like, who do you actually want to be with? Who do you want to text all the time? Because if they're a really good builders, you will be texting with them a lot, right? Who aligns with you and stuff like that. Like, those are some things that you want to think about, and like just start connecting with those kind of people more. So so I love that. All right.
Can I throw in one more thing? Just because Joan on my team, like, she's killing the referral game, because I kept getting like,
yes,
on the forum, I was like, who is this person? Like, they're not a builder, but they were all people that were referred from her customers. So what she did was tell her customers, hey, if you have anyone to refer, I'll send you a free roller. And she's been getting like a bunch of referrals for the oil study. So I think that's a great strategy too.
brilliant.
Free rollers are like miracle workers.
People love the rollers. They just do. And if you keep making them exclusive to where you don't sell them, I'm telling you, it's worked miracles for me, because then it gives them lots of opportunities to, get rollers down the road. And this is a great one as a referral. So awesome. Great job, Joan. Okay, Ashley, do you want to share? She has definitely grown in her social media presence and showing up, like every day. Like, I just love following her stories and seeing like, oh wow, she's doing all throughout the day. And so I just wanted her to say, like, what's the impact that social media has done for her business? How has she grown it, gone out on a limb, tried new things, and what's been the impact?
Yeah, thanks, Mel, so much. I totally am like Mel with the nails in the hat. So it totally works. So I wanted to share with you things that I had heard that really stuck out to me. And so 3 things that I have found really hinder people of why they don't show up in social media is, one, that they are constantly comparing with others. And when we do that, we tend to not show up at all, because we never think that we're good enough or what we have to say is enough. Number 2 is you feel like you don't have enough followers. So why even try? Why even show up? And third, I'm feeling like that you don't know enough about essential oils and that your life is not something that people may not care about. And so I heard someone say something once that really stuck with me. And I think that this is what it was that completely changed my focus. And she said, even if you only have 100 followers, 200 followers, whatever it is, those people are choosing to follow you. That 100 is choosing to follow you. And so show up for them. They could follow anybody, but they're choosing you. And when you show up and you're constantly showing up for even that 100 people, then they're going to share with their friends, and more people are going to see your Instagram. So that, when I heard that, that changed everything for me. Also, too, what really changed is the current state of our world right now. And everyone is on social media, and that's how they're learning about things, watching different things. And so I really had to pivot, and I really said, okay, I'm going to learn social media and really be on there, authentic, on being honest in who I am. And also, too, what's really important is having your pillars, 3 to 5 things of who you are. So, because not just essential oil people follow me. And so I always share about essential oils. I share about my family. I share about my faith. I also share about interior design, things that I love, so that people who follow me can say, okay, I love essential oils, but I also love seeing Ashley's family, or I also love interior design. And so they also have that in common with me. And so they're going to continue to follow as well. So those are things that have really helped me. I think too that we are our brand. And so, if I just posted pictures of oils, but I didn't show my face or didn't show up on my social media, I really don't think that a lot of people would follow me. I think they like to follow me. They like to, because that's how I am. Like, I love to see people's journeys. I love to see their kids. I love to see what they're passionate about. That's why I follow them. And so I really sat and thought, well, why would I want someone to follow me? What do I do? And so then when I really started to think about that and write that down, then I started showing up in that way of who I am. And the more you show up, the easier it gets. It really does. Like, I used to say, I will never show my face. I will never, lead a meeting. I will never do any of that. I will never lead builders. Like, I used to say all these things, but the more you do it, it just becomes more natural. And it's all about growth in this business and personal growth. And that has really been something so huge for me personally. So really just rip the Band-Aid off. Like Melody said, you can have it set on what you're going to say. You can pre-record it. You can post it. So on days that you're just not feeling it, or you're having a hard time, getting it together, your kids are running around, well, you'll have that to post. And post that? Nobody knows. They're just seeing that you're continually showing up. And if they don't see you continually showing up, they also think like, does she really use the oils? Is it authentic to her? And they start to question. And there's so many people on social media who use essential oils, right? And so you want them to hear it from you and continue to be, your customer. So those things have really helped me personally. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Ashley. It's been great to see you show up on there and enjoy it. And last, Nancy's going to share too how she, transitioned, and she has her not transitioned because she still does both, but how she showed up in social media in her past business and how she's doing social media now to connect. And one thing I've noticed that she's been doing really great is every single person she gets signed up does a shout out to her, and she can then repost them, and they're literally giving the best shout out ever. Like, Nancy's the best, and you need to go buy from Nancy. And I'm just like, Nancy, how are we getting these testimonials? Like, I need some advice on this. So I thought she could jump on and share, like, how does she, in a sense, ask someone or go about getting that kind of shout out, because that means a lot when other people see that someone's loving the product and it's not just you. That's why I love testimonials. I feel like testimonials sell, right? That you're more open to buy it, especially if it's someone too. Like Beth said, like the friend thing, like, oh, I didn't know so and so. Maybe I need to get on this too. Like, that sells. So Nancy's going to share about that.
Yeah, so hi everybody. My name is Nancy. I'm actually newer to the team. I started officially like last August, I think, and it's been a wild ride. And like Melody said, it's a bit of a transition. I actually am still a wedding planner, and so I have another account, So Happy Together. That's my wedding planning business, and I started Happy Essential Oils. So I think a big part of it was just trying to introduce my new brand. And I don't have a lot of followers on my new account, I have to admit. Like, I have over 10K on my others, so it makes me sad because I could do the swipe up and everything, but on this account I have about 350. And so but like Ashley said, I really try to show up for all of those followers. And what I feel is, no matter what, you're trying to attract your clients. Like, I want to post about me. I want to post about things that are important to me because I want to attract the same type of people, if that makes sense. I want to work with people who are into oils the way that I am, I guess. And really only you can be you. That's how I approach every type of business I do, or everything that I do. I feel like what I have to say is worth it because I'm the only one that feels the way I feel. And maybe someone else resonates with that. So even without a lot of followers, I feel like when I post something, what's great is that social media, yes, it is advertising, but it's more than advertising, because it's not just one way direct. The way I feel about it is it's a two-way thing. It's a two-way type of advertising. Like, you actually get to engage and connect with your potential clients. So the way I feel about it is I'm trying to reach not just those 350 people following me, but the people following them. So anytime I send out samples, the welcome kit that I send, if you enroll, I always include a little note, and I make sure that I sign off with my Instagram handle in addition to my name. So I say, hey, if you like it, tag me, or let me know what you think. Go ahead and tag me. And this way, when they tag me, everyone that follows them is then directed to my Instagram account. So I've had more than a handful of enrollments who came to me via referral that my clients or friends didn't even know they were making. Like, I went back to my friend or my client and said, hey, thank you for referring this particular person. They're like, oh my gosh, that's like my high school friend I haven't even spoke to in years. I didn't even know they were into oils. And they ended up being a huge enrollment for me. So, I think whatever you do is like posting the way that you want to connect with people, they will come. The other thing I think is really important is the DMs. And I know some people mentioned this. I really was hesitant to start doTERRA as a business because I'm the type of person where I was sharing oils before anyways. I was giving people rollers, and I would always say, but I don't do the business. It's because I really believe in it. That's why I'm giving it to you, and then I would refer them to Melody. So I wanted to avoid being salesy. And then I kind of had to get over that and say, you know what? I just have to be authentic and continue being the way I am, I think. And then people trust it. So I find DMs are a little bit less in your face than a text, because in all honesty, they could check their DM whenever they want, right? And when I say that Instagram or social media is this two-way street, like it's not just about putting what you want out there, it's about engaging and connecting. I also follow other people. I look at what they're posting on Instagram. I comment on those things. I message them about what they're posting. So it's not just a random, hey, how are you doing? Because in all honesty, I get those messages and I feel sometimes that it's a little salesy. Like, I haven't heard from you in 10 years and you want to know how I'm doing, but you're also part of something that a sales team, right? So in all honesty, for me, it's like, I'd rather just comment about their post, send them a DM like, I'm so sorry that happened, or this or that, and not even bring up doTERRA at all. And honestly, I feel like that for me was making genuine connections, because people are seeing like, I'm actually looking at what they're doing too, and not just kind of inviting them into my life. I'm also commenting on their life. So that was another thing with DMs. And then I also am reaching out to my friends who have more followers than me, whether it's an influencer, which I am lucky enough to know some influencers, or just people who have a lot of followers. I say, hey, I'm not sure if you're open to essential oils, but I started this new business, would love your support. Can I send you some samples? And so whether it's an influencer or someone with a lot of followers, when they try it and they post it, you already have reached all their followers. And then on top of that, I go, hey, you liked your oils? You want to do a campaign with me? And so I've done a couple campaigns with some influencers. I have one coming up for Valentine's Day, and she's a mommy blogger, a fellow mama of 4. And so we really connect, and I feel like all her followers would also connect with my profile, right? So we kind of come up with what would be great in terms of what would your readers want to see. And since I don't have the swipe up on my Instagram, it's something easy for her to do, and just swipe up, get this card through Nancy. And then we work out, commission or things like that. I like to onboard and enroll all of those members. But at the end of the day, I'm also saying, hey, why don't you become a builder under me? So I could put all these people who are signing up, through your referral under you. And even if you're not actually enrolling them, one day you get all the unit level, so because I really work on that second month LRP, like getting them on the LRP. For me, I might not be at this point enrolling. I think at my the biggest month, I think I was enrolling like 16, 18 people a month or something. But at this point, I'm doing a lot less, but I'm going back and continuing that relationship, so that a lot of my clients, even for the holidays, they did huge orders, asked me if they could just get empty roller bottles, which I'm like, yeah, because I just tell them I get it wholesale. You can't get it by price. I buy so many. So if you ever need roller bottles, what I'll do is do a huge order of oils, and then I send them roller bottles so they could make them and send it to all their friends. So they're marketing for me, because they're like, yeah, and then I'm going to send them to you. And so I've booked a bunch of people that way too. So I feel like, that initial reach out, but also the continued communication. I think I saw a question come in though. Sorry.
Yeah, Amanda said,
Mhm.
how would you do a campaign with an influencer? I'd love more info about that. One thing that Nancy said that I just want to clarify, and everybody does it differently. I do it a lot like Nancy's approach as well, is Nancy's going, wanting to go for founders and stuff like that. So, and Nancy's the one putting all of the effort into this campaign, right? So she is personally enrolling them herself, right? Now, some people, if you've watched other leaders, they'll say, always offer the enrollment to the person who referred them or whatever, and sign them up under that person. I personally disagree sometimes, because that person might not even be ready to do the business and support the person, right? I'd rather just give them straight cash for the enrollment, or like referral gifts, like, oh, I'll give you 4 custom roller bottles for a referral, right? I don't really give someone the option of like signing them up themselves unless they're wanting to really do a business, right? Or at least be a consistent sharer that's on the LRP at over 100. Because when you're trying to say to someone how they get commission, and then you're like, but yeah, you have to be on the LRP and do 100 PV at least. You got to keep it in your cart. It's like, what? Like they just want the money or the free stuff, right? So like, you got to know who you're talking with, and an influencer kind of person does not want to be distracted with that, right? What they want is their customers, their followers to be happy, cute posts on their Instagram, and everybody liking it, right? And then if they get some side oils or cash, that's awesome too. Or like Nancy said, for this lady who was her friend that's an influencer, she did say, which is awesome, I'm going to sign them all up, Nancy would, but I'm going to put them underneath you so that you'll get the unilevel, right? Now, if the lady never does 100 PV, that's fine. She won't get the unilevel. If she does, she will, right? But it's nothing like that's the lady's choice, and it's nothing on Nancy or the lady can't get mad that she's not getting commission off of it, right? And then Nancy, of course, can send her some cute roller bottles and all these free stuff. I've done that kind of relationship with my teacher influencers as well. Like I just straight gave up tons of free stuff to them, right? Whenever they wanted it, and they're like, really, I feel bad telling you. I'm like, oh no, tell me what you'd like. I'll get it for you. I mean, we all get free LRP points, right? Like that's what I would do with a lot of them. And I even pitched the business to one of them once, and she didn't want to do it, but that's fine. I didn't keep that, or make that a big deal. I just kept giving her free stuff. And then we did multiple campaigns, like every 2 months or 3 months, I would come out with something new for that lady to promote. So it wasn't the same item every time. I'd change it, the labels, or add more labels to the teacher roller bottles. And then she loved it because her followers did too. So yeah, so that's just a little tangent on it if you're talking about, but yeah, there's lots of different scenarios. But Nancy, when you reached out to your friend, you knew her personally, correct? So that's a little bit easier. Mm-hmm. Just to be honest, typically you're not going to be able to reach out to a high influencer if you have no connection. And then yeah. Now, if they have like lower amounts, that's great too. A lot of times smaller accounts will have very loyal followers, and they will listen to what that person says. Like, I mean, my personal account only has like 11,000 followers, but like people send me free stuff, and actually people do buy it, right? So it was worth it for that person. Now I'm not making money off that. They just give me free stuff, but I'm stoked on it. I'm like, sweet, I like that. I like that acrylic, calendar. I'll talk about it. And then they got free stuff. It's similar to that, right? So you can go where lower accounts and it's still totally worth it. But Nancy's is like a mega influencer, and she had a personal connection with that lady.
Yeah. And then I think, so I did actually get her to be a builder and get her to agree to do the 100 LRP every month, so that I said, what I'll do is I'll split 50-50 the commission on every first order. So that second order, if I get the 20%, that's all mine, because also I'm sending out all the free samples, right? All the free like welcome kit. But for instance, we've agreed to do a couple campaigns throughout the year together, because she's a builder and wants to also do it, but she doesn't have the time to onboard people or do the follow-up. But she feels it also adds to her brand, right? To be able to have this connection. And so we're doing that. And then she's going to actually buy like the gua sha roller to go with a kit that we're doing like as a welcome kit if you do a special enrollment for Valentine's Day. And the other thing I wanted to say is, because I have her as a builder, it was able to help me attract a real builder, because I'm like, hey, I have this ghost leg and I have an influencer on there who's going to bring in a couple, a couple hundred at least, right? Not 100 people, but like a couple $100 or a couple hundred PV, even if she's just like a story a day or every day that she does a story, I think she could easily get an enrollment. That helped me get a builder on top of her, because it's attractive. It's so I think even if you're working with a ghost leg and you get people under you through social media or Instagram, and like Melody said, it doesn't have to be a mega influencer. I definitely am still also talking to other people who have big followings that aren't as large as hers, because every bit counts. And I feel like I'm just trying to build out those legs so that once I get my real, like the people who really want to work with me and really build it, I have a team to give them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Nancy. And
of course, one little thing. Okay, thanks. I wanted to share too, I had a mind block thinking that I could never get a builder on social media. but that couldn't be further from the truth. 5 of my builders are all from social media. So share why you love the business, share why your family enjoys the oils, share the business, because people are watching, and you can get a builder that way. And I must say, my first builder I got on social media, I was like, wait, is this for real? Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a joke or something. So you can get builders on social media. Don't shy away from sharing about the business, because it really is so helpful.
It really is. And I feel like, yeah, if you don't put it out there, you never know what you're missing. Absolutely. And you never know what somebody wants and needs in their life. And if you don't share that opportunity, then that's on you, right? So yeah, so that's a little bit about social media. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to share one more thing before we go. This week we are going to be doing a mix of educating about our community, connecting, and as we shared earlier, I think we sent out the verbiage. I'll send it again per day on what we're going to be posting. But Beth was kind enough, since she's so good with the verbiage, to do basically different verbiage you could send out, right? So oil community, doTERRA company. I'm going to send photos that could go with each of those that you can put in, and or links that you can send, like, oh, here's the doTERRA community. Here's a little link about our oil website, right? Here, and then here's a photo. So you could do it as an Instagram post. You could DM them, text them, but these are definitely you want to send to your customers. And you could even, tailor it to them exactly and change it up a little bit, quality and stuff like that. So we're going to start doing that. I mean, most people's samples have been going out Saturday, today, tomorrow, and then I would say Wednesday would be the last day to get samples in the mail. Personally, if you wanted to try to get in for the education and the classes. Now, some people didn't sign up for a Facebook class. We do have all the Facebook classes now with the links. We'll be sending that out to you this week as well. That will be one of your connecting things. You'll DM or text or whatever your person and say, okay, I saw that you signed up for the Facebook class. I'm so excited for you. I made your custom roller bottle. Here's all the oils that are inside of it. And then again, send them info on each of those oils that was in that custom roller bottle so they can learn about more. And now here are the Facebook classes. Let me know which one you want and I'll send you the link. Then you're going to send them the link and then they can get signed up and then added to that Facebook class so that they can go to that starting the 18th through the 22nd. So that's going to be something that we do this week. Jenna was very kind and spent a lot of time doing this entire thing on Canva, and you can personalize it. She's going to share the whole Canva link or whatever, so you can edit it and add your personal touch to it. Like if you want to put in yourself and put something about you or whatever, or change out slides or whatever. But she's basically done all of it. Talks about everything, source to you, the heartbeat of doTERRA, what are essential oils, the 3 ways to use them. All about it. The samples are in there. And then the top 10, some additional oils and all that. And then our oil community. So she has a whole little PDF. So you could record your own little class if you have time and you want to, and then you could send that class link, like a YouTube, right? Upload it to YouTube, get a link. You could send that then to your people that didn't sign up for a Facebook class. Here's a little mini class for them, right? That they could watch. Or you could just screenshot some of these and just send them the ones that you think they'd really like. Like maybe getting all the kits would overwhelm them, but you could be like, oh, this is the kit that I think would be perfect for you based on all the needs that you said, right? And mention, you said you had, pain management. So frankincense and deep blue and lavender and peppermint are going to be great for you in this kit. You said you had allergies. You can use like really connect of why that kit's going to be great for them. And it has a diffuser too, free membership, and you get added to our private oil community. Plus I'm giving you these freebies. I mean, really talk it up, right? So you can tell if someone's going to get overwhelmed or never going to watch the video. And then in my opinion, you would just screenshot a couple of these and just send them and DM back and forth. Now, another person might want to watch your entire video and that would be better for them. Now, if you don't have time to record a video, Jenna's kind enough. She's going to record an entire video for us with this slideshow and give us the link so that you can send them the link of Jenna talking about it. And then clearly you can follow up with them and then get them started. So we'll have that option as well. If you weren't able to, if they didn't choose to go to a Facebook class, so that you could still get them to actually go to a class. I think that's basically it. It's 9:01, so we're on time. Let me just make sure in my notes that was the last thing. Share profile community guide.
Hey, Mel.
Yeah.
It's Jenna. We're also going to, it's almost done. We've turned the presentation into an ebook as well. So you can just, if you were going to just send it to somebody, you can send them the ebook version. It might just look prettier on their phone or whatever. So yeah, everyone's getting educated whether they like it or not. We're going to have every single option.
And seriously, shout out to everyone who's been putting so much time into doing this program. I mean, these are a lot. Good night. Good night. Look at this cool sign. I'll come visit you in 1 second, okay? Wait, you'll give me a snuggle? Yeah, I will give you a snuggle. Okay. Okay, so everybody's been putting in so much time and effort into this. We really want to make this so amazing. We're working on the builder guides as well, so that we'll start our builder training next month. Becky and Jenna are doing the compensation plan. So I will be doing a builder are you interested in the business call this month. So I'll pick a date and time for that. So if you're getting someone curious by the end of the month that you would love to then funnel into next month, we will have a video for that and or an ebook that you could send them as well too in a recording. So we're working on that. And then Candace and I are working on doing the wellness kit classes for the immune support bundles, the mind and mood, and then the pain management. And we're going to try to pull off being able to do some of those Facebook style classes for this month as well. But like I said, I've been packaging more samples than I can imagine. So I haven't got to everything exactly. So I'm going to try to pull those off towards the end of the month. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, if anybody else has any questions, otherwise, I think we are good. Make sure you get your you get going on your trackers. We'll be posting some other stuff that you can do to get extra points this week. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll upload this to YouTube or to the link and then add that to the Facebook group in case you want to give it to any of your builders. All right. Oh, and then next week, Monday, we're doing a team meeting open at my house, and it's a Monday. I forgot when we scheduled it. It's Monday. So I think we're going to do the call. I got to double check, but I'll announce it probably. Do you guys prefer Sunday or Tuesday if we didn't do it Monday? Do you guys want to comment Sunday or Tuesday work better for you? Since Monday night, we're going to do the team one here, then we have to change the call. Okay, a lot of people are saying Tuesday. Okay, it looks like almost everyone's saying Tuesday. So I'm going to double check my calendar and then I will confirm that it's going to be Tuesday of next week instead of Monday. But if you're still wanting to come, my house, we're going to be doing like just a team get together and stuff like that to connect in person. So there's that option too. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night and I will see you next week. Bye.